everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Links video. You know, I'm just looking at all of these videos I have not uploaded. Yeah, I have a lot of videos I have not uploaded, trust me. Like, dude, I have 32 videos for this event so far, but I haven't finished uploading the event for Trey Arrives. For the sake of family, there are still parts I haven't uploaded. Yeah, now let's see, I'm not sure how many I still have to upload, but I've got a lot of videos to upload, and I will probably get on that later. By the end of the year, every video will be uploaded, and it will be interesting to see how many videos are on my channel at the end of the year. It's going to be interesting. Dude, I accidentally opened one of my videos while I was talking about this. What? No. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Dude, I thought I clicked on a video, but I didn't. What? Did I just somehow close it, like, quickly, and then... Okay, whatever. Well, whatever just happened. It obviously wasn't shown in the video, so I may as well just ignore whatever the hell that was. You know, I haven't used the event currency, and I think that's funny because I'm almost at the last reward. He hasn't even gotten harder yet. This is ridiculous. I do know that he gets harder, but that's based on the last event where Fora got harder. Yeah, Fora got harder. He definitely was a bit easier starting out, but I was also new, so of course I would have the illusion of thinking he's harder. But in reality, he's probably not. Aporia is probably much harder. However, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to retract my statements that he's easier. Because I'm not as new anymore. So naturally that means that I have an easier time against raid bosses. I can get higher scores compared to before. Although it certainly helps that I'm actually using secret monsters that have bonus multipliers. You know, as opposed to not using fusion monsters during an event that should be using, where I should be using Xene's monsters. Like, I've got an explanation for that, and it's called I didn't have many numbers. I didn't have many of the right numbers either. I see what you're trying to do, and I hate it, so yeah. Go die. Yeah, you think I'm joking? Dude, I've seen how you are. You are an embarrassment to everyone around you. I cannot believe I would say that about someone that I just said is going to be harder in the future. But, I mean, that's just what I do apparently. I just roast people that I know I should not be roasting. Although there are those very few characters that I cannot roast at all. And those are definitely very interesting because I cannot roast them. And now I cannot roast Rio. And I cannot roast Yubel. I cannot roast Akiza. Anyone else that I cannot roast. I don't know any of the other ones offhand, but I know there had to be other ones. There has to be other ones. Do you think that I am sane today, Aporia? I am not sane today. So here's some evidence. Alright, well, I'm definitely amazed that I've got some energy. But I mean, considering that I've recently come out of a period where I slept a bit long, I guess I did kind of have some time to prepare for dealing with this bullshit. Although, staying up all night was a random decision. It probably wasn't the best decision, but I mean, I cleaned and I cleaned. And I think I've cleaned more than I ever have in my entire life. But for some reason, I was able to keep doing it over and over. And I was powered by pure salt and anger. And I'm just like, I cannot believe this is the reason I'm able to keep going. You know, hours before I started cleaning, I was thinking, I'm not sure if I can do this. And then, it's like, suddenly, out of nowhere, I do it. I have the strength to clean. And I did it. I cleaned. And for anyone that isn't aware, I was crying yesterday. Yeah, I was crying. It didn't last long, but I was crying. I was a bit lonely, honestly. Now, that's just coming from the fact that the holidays are usually a pretty lonely time for me in general. Especially Christmas. Thanksgiving, not so much. I don't care as much about Thanksgiving. I don't really like Christmas much either, but Christmas is so major that I really do feel at my worst on Christmas. Although I'm not sure how that's going to be this year, considering how I'm so obsessed with playing this game. This game might help me a lot. Gems of War might also help me a lot, because Gems of War has a gnome event. A vault event during Christmas. Gems of War, what are you thinking? I don't think they were thinking, but I mean, I can do it because I don't have much contact with family, so I can do it just fine. Because Christmas isn't going to be the way that it is for most people. Although, to be completely fair, I know there are people that don't have anyone to share Christmas with. And I'm different in that regard, but that doesn't exactly change how I feel about Christmas. Considering I didn't always know that I was Pearl, number one. And number two, I still need physical friends. It doesn't matter if they're just on the internet, I just need them. In the future, though, I will probably want physical connections. Physical connections really can help you in the future. And I have not built those. So, dear God, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. But, yeah, we'll see how things go. I might have a better future ahead of me than I think. I might. But, I mean, relating to Aporia is kind of what I do. I relate to depressing backstories. Okay, I think I can attack twice. Okay. And now knowing that monster, obviously it will summon another one in defense position because it's annoying as hell. Okay. You know, depending on how hard it gets, I wonder what will happen to my gems. Probably nothing. Probably nothing, because I'm just going to let Aporia sit there until I'm ready to focus on it. Hold on a second. You are not allowed to do this. You are... How the hell do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself like this? Okay, this is stupid. Yes. I activate the effect. And you know what I do? You know what I'm going to do? Since it is currently the battle phase, I take 200 points of damage. I mean 2,000 points of damage. I can read numbers, okay? Anyway, the holidays are definitely very isolating to me. I've always felt like my family isn't... Well, last year, I started to develop I started to value family connections a bit more, and I wanted to work on that, but now I can't, because that opportunity was stolen from me by someone I never. It's just so depressing thinking about it. I'm just like, I cannot believe this person stole. I can't believe this one person just separated my family and divided it. My family is already divided, but it was divided even more than usual because of this. My family now has this major division in it, and I have to live with the fact that I wasn't able to appreciate my family before this all happened, because I grew up without that ability. Now, a lot of people growing up would tell me to be grateful, and I'd be like, I can't. I cannot do this gratitude shit. I don't have what it takes to do that, because I was miserable. Yeah, when I was growing up, I was too miserable to practice gratitude. My depression was that bad. And I was also getting bullied at school, and yeah, I had my basic necessities met, but I didn't have very many social connections. I was getting bullied, which I've already mentioned. I was isolated. It felt like there was so little that I could be grateful outside of the obvious basic needs. There was so much that I just didn't have, that people were just telling me that I should be grateful for this and that. And I'm like, yes, now I can practice gratitude, because now I've got the mental capacity to be grateful for things, now that I am no longer as miserable as I was back in the past. However, this was not always the case, and not everyone can just practice gratitude like that, because sometimes life is just that difficult. Now I'm going to turn this around. Yeah, I'm going to turn this around as quickly as I started it. Someone I live with needs to be grateful for what she has, because when she got here, someone who was physically abandoned, the last thing I expected was for this person to grow up being a spoiled brat. Although today I will give her some credit. She was not a spoiled brat today. I will give her some credit that she did clean. But yeah, it's lost on me that someone that has a past like that is just so entitled. I mean, I know that all of that was before she had an identity of her own that was more separate and more I mean, she didn't have a personality that was more solid until recently. I do understand that, but I still don't fully understand the concept of someone having a past that bad and still being spoiled. It's just, I don't get it. Although, on the other hand, I do understand that you can't remember. I can't remember a lot of things, but I would take it easier on her if she actually could remember, because she acts like that shit never happened to her. Yes, it did. Look at your behavior. Look at how you're reacting to people when they do certain things to you. If someone triggers you, why are you able to ignore that? Yeah, like, my sister has been triggered in the past, but she doesn't even know. I'm just sitting here like, dude, what the hell? You're going to say that you're going to say we're lying to you when you just reacted like that? No, that's not true. We're telling you, you were traumatized before you came here. We are not bullshitting that. Although I do think maybe someone did traumatize her while she was here. I do think my brother may have taken things a bit far, but my brother was just provoked into acting like that. It's not his fault. He just was provoked. How the hell do you act when you're provoked? You don't just push someone's buttons and expect them to keep being nice about it. I mean, if you have to be an ass to get someone to stop, then you're going to be an ass. There's no other way to fix this situation. Let's just be real here. And now I do think it's hilarious that I'm defending my brother, because in the past I absolutely would never have done that. And if you said to me years ago that I would do that, I'd be like, who the hell are you talking about? I would never do that. Ever. Yeah, well, I did change. No, I did change. I did not think I would, but I did. And part of that is my life getting better. Part of that is my life getting better. It got better. So I got better as a response to that. And now, obviously, my life got hard before it got better. It almost... I got dangerously close to my breaking point. And I was fixed because of a bunch of shit that is very, very specific and complicated. And you would never believe it. You would never believe it. Wait a minute, what the hell? Why did I do that? I wasn't looking. You know what? That's my fault. That's my fault entirely. If I lose, that's my fault. Although I do have another one in my hand. Okay. I may have made my mistakes, but I can fix them. Yeah, that's kind of a thing I do. I fix my mistakes. Well, sometimes. I mean, listen, sometimes it just doesn't matter anymore. Sometimes you just have to let the mistakes sit there. Sometimes you just have to accept that you did that, and you can't fix it. You can just stop being like that. Okay. I have fixed my mistake. Okay, well, to be honest, I do repeat a lot of my mistakes in duels quite often. It's ridiculous. And now I am on my last 1 million point. What? I'm getting my last 1 million in. I've got around an hour and a little over. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. This is going to be chaotic. This is going to be very chaotic because I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that title before this even gets harder. Now, most people are probably dealing with the holidays and preparing, but as we've already discussed, I really don't have that kind of luxury. Christmas is just so hard for me because I don't have much of a family. And now my family is even more divided than it used to be. And that's hard on me. Now, I will admit this. It may be hard on me, but Thanksgiving wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And now, was it hard? Yes, it was. But it could have been worse. Now, I'm not quite sure about Christmas, though. Christmas is, well, maybe I can go into ranked duels and duel a bunch of people from other countries. Duel a bunch of people from other countries. Well, I actually think I'll be doing Vault Weekend in Gems of War instead. Like, take complete advantage of the fact that I have a privilege that no one else really has. I mean, most people that play the game are like, dude, this is unfortunate scheduling. But I mean, if I get bored, then at least I can just hunt for gnomes. And I've gotten I've gotten luck with the gnomes. I found a pretty good amount of them already, and it's not Vault Weekend. So I think I'm going to be just fine on the gnome front. I think I'll be able to find I think I'll find a bunch if I put in that effort. But I do have to make the effort first. I also have to step away from this game to actually do it. But I think that I will have to stop playing this game for at least I can do things besides play this game. I know that I took breaks to do National Love Writing Month. I also took breaks to clean recently. But I can take breaks to do other things. Just for some reason I have chosen not to. Okay. I can attack, I think, twice. Okay. I'll attack twice. And now I am aware that I did not have to go this far with this event, but I kind of wanted to for no reason. Also, Hasnot was a bit of a coping mechanism, and it turned out that my body was pushed to its limit. I felt so exhausted, and not in the sense that I have to go to bed now. I was worn out, like my body just couldn't handle it couldn't handle anything more. It was done. It was definitely difficult to finish cleaning, but I did. It was such a relief when I could stop. And I must be honest there, it was a relief. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. I don't know what the title is.